Cabbage is a superfood that has so many vitamins and minerals, and it's so easy and simple to cook. But once in a while, it gets super boring because you keep on cooking cabbage the same way. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a very easy game changer recipe that is cabbage and beef, which is going to be super versatile because you can serve with some ugali, rice, chapati, and it's going to be delish. It's going to need very few ingredients, which you're going to find listed in the description box in the right quantity. So let's get cooking. We're going to start off by boiling our meat until tender, and for the recipe I'm using half a kg of beef steak that I've chopped up into bite-sized pieces. On your stove top, you're going to place a pan or a pot over medium-high flame, and then you're going to place in or transfer your beef into the pan. Add in a tablespoon of cooking oil. Then I'm going to let the beef sear for around a minute, and as it's searing, it's going to release a little bit of water, so you're going to cook until the water is fully evaporated. I'm going to stir in the cooking oil. This is after 5 minutes and my water is evaporated and the beef is perfectly searing. The aroma in the kitchen is just mouth-watering from all the searing. If your beef is a little bit fat, you can add in a splash of water, maybe half a cup, and let the meat boil until tender. Mine is perfect, so at this point, we're going to be adding in our onions. Wow. It's like we're making nyama choma. You're going to saute your onions for around a minute until they get soft and absorb in all that nice beef flavor. On the bottom of the pan, you'll notice some brownish stuff. That is the fond from searing the beef. So after adding in the onions and reducing the flames to medium-low, the fond is going to come straight off, and it's going to add in more flavor to the cabbage and beef recipe. Always boil and sear your beef before cooking because that is going to add in more flavor. And this is after around a minute and my onions have softened up. They have a very nice brownish color from the fond. So I'm going to add in 5 cloves of garlic. Once you add in your garlic, you're going to cook for around 30 seconds to a minute, and this is going to remove the raw garlic flavor and make the garlic very flavorful. Just keep on tossing together with the meat because garlic burns very fast. And then next, we're going to add in 2 large tomatoes that we have diced. Stir in the tomatoes. Next, you're going to be adding in your seasoning, which is going to be very simple. So I have half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a quarter teaspoon of black pepper, and ginger, that is ground ginger. Add in a seasoning cube, a stock cube, and immediately the spices hit the pan. They are going to get very flavorful. And adding in a seasoning cube and a stock cube is going to add in more beef flavor to the recipe. You can throw in some chili to add in a kick of spiciness, which I absolutely love, but I'm not going to be adding in this recipe. Cook your tomatoes for around a minute or so. And once the tomatoes are cooked down and everything is looking so delicious, you're going to add in 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Stir in the oyster sauce, and the oyster sauce seasoning cube and stock cube have a little bit of salt. So you're going to check the seasoning. If it's not perfect, you can add in some salt to fully season your cabbage. After adding in the oyster sauce, just added in a nice umami flavor, which is so good. Yum. So now I have half a cabbage that I've already chopped up or shredded using a knife. I'm going to transfer to my pan. This is for my family's dinner. That's why I'm using a very huge pot so that everything can fit. So I'm going to use a spatula, stir in the cabbage as it's cooking down, and it's going to cook very fast. So in a matter of around 30 seconds to a minute, it will start to wilt down. And immediately the cabbage has wilted down, you notice that it looks very delicious and it's absorbing in all those nice flavors. So I'm going to add in a little bit more salt to fully season the dish. Stir in the salt, and then I'm going to cook for a further 30 seconds. Don't cover your cabbage because it's going to wilt very fast and release water. Hence, you're going to get a soupy cabbage stew. So this is after around 30 seconds. Everything is looking amazing, delicious. So I'm going to put out the flames and garnish with lots of coriander, which is going to add in tons of flavor, and also it's going to garnish the dish. And now I'm ready to serve. But I'll be making some ugali in a matter of minutes so that we can enjoy our lunch. Once your cabbage and beef is ready, it's going to be looking very delicious, incredible, flavorful, and it's going to be loaded with lots of protein because we have added in or thrown in some beef. You can also substitute the beef with some mutton or chicken, and it's going to be so good. So just try out the recipe and tell me in the comment section what you think about this.